What is up, you guys? Good morning and welcome to another vlog. Today is gonna be another great day because we are gonna be talking about the Audi TT. And is an Audi TT actually a really good beginner sports car? So without further ado, let's go. So first thing that most of us consider when it comes to purchasing a vehicle, or at least this applied to me when I purchased this car, is the price of the vehicle. And honestly, I think Audi TT is one of those vehicles that is absolutely bang for the buck. And one of the biggest reason why is, look at this design. It's such a timeless design that is very competitive up until today's market. And honestly, besides the looks of this car, another thing is the experience, or the driving experience that you're gonna get out of it. Right now, the pricing for Audi TT is around $12 to $15 to $20,000 Canadian, depending on the condition and the kilometers and all those factors. But honestly, if you got an Audi TT for $12,000, $15,000, and it's in a really good condition, I think you should consider that as a win. Second thing is just how customizable and modifiable these cars are. I've seen a lot of Audi TTs on YouTube that's pushing 800 to 1000 horsepower and demolishing the tracks as well. And I think honestly, if you're into that kind of stuff, I would recommend that you go purchase the higher trim of Audi TTs, like the RS version, or at least the TTS maybe. It really depends on what you're looking forward to doing on your car. And at the same time, you could just make this look really good. Like the Audi TT stock form is already absolutely stunning car, but you could always make this car look like it's something that's kind of original to your taste. And these are some of the mods that I've actually done to my Audi TT, and man, like the amount of money that I've spent on customizing these things from buying aftermarket parts it's fairly cheap, I should say. Third thing I think that most people consider when it comes to buying an Audi TT would be the yearly maintenance cost of this car. And honestly, I've owned this car for 4 or 5 months now, and I haven't really done a lot of crazy stuff maintenance wise, just because I have not been driving this car enough. I think this is kind of like my weekend driver at the moment, so I'm not really putting a lot of mileage on it. It's already raining here. But what I'd also recommend is join Facebook group, join forums and stuff like that, where you could actually get to meet people who is very knowledgeable and have the skill set to work on your cars if you don't want to take your cars in the dealership, and at the same time also get to learn some stuff so that you'll be able to work on your car as well, and that way it would be a little bit cheaper and more cost effective in owning your vehicle. I did some research as well, and the average amount or cost of Audi TT's yearly maintenance would be around 700 to 1200 Canadian dollars. But again, it really depends on like so many factors, right? But when it comes to maintaining an Audi TT, I think it is not cheap, but it's also not super expensive like most people would say. So I went inside because it's raining outside. Vancouver is just being Vancouver right now. But fourth thing I think that people should consider when buying an Audi TT would be the reliability of the car. And honestly, Audi TT being in the Volkswagen Golf and Audi A3 platform, I think it's absolutely reliable. And at the same time, the parts are very easily accessible. I've been driving this car like crazy sometimes too, and I've never really had any issues. But there's this one factor that made me hesitate purchasing this car before too, and that is the DSG, or the direct shift gearbox. And that's when you go online and you read about these things, it would make you feel like you should not purchase an Audi TT at all. But what I did is, yes, I did some research about it, but I also talked to a lot of people who actually owns an Audi TT for long periods of time. Some of them owned the car for 3 years, some of them owned the car for 5 years, and some of them actually owned it for way longer than 6-7 years. And honestly, 95% of the people that I talked to actually own the car never really had any issues about this DSG thing. So let's make it a conversation in the comment section below, and like if you have any experience about this DSG issues, what did you do to resolve it? And yeah, let's really help a lot of new people who's looking forward to purchasing an Audi TT, or any other cars in this platform to really help understand if DSG is something that is absolutely scary or it's something that is kind of like a hit and miss, the same as the Porsche IMS bearing issue as well. Comment in the comment section below if you have any experience or any knowledge about the DSG issues. So maybe last thing before we start driving and to grab a cup of coffee is, should you consider buying an Audi TT as a car that you would enjoy, but also at the same time it would slowly appreciate in value? And honestly, I think that Audi TT is one of those cars. Fact of the matter is there's gonna be no more Audi TT produced after the 3rd generation, so it is kind of starting to hold that valuable status of the vehicle. But also personal experience, since I purchased this vehicle, it's already kind of slowly went up in value a little bit, so I don't know if it's gonna continue for a long time or not. So yeah, it could be an okay investment. Definitely not gonna be something that would appreciate drastically on price, but it's something that you could enjoy, have fun, and probably make some profit once you decide to move on and sell your vehicle. So I just got here and I'm just gonna grab my coffee from Sweets and Beans. So if you're from Vancouver, you should check them out. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this clip as much as I did filming it, and also I'm really hoping that I've imparted some really good information about the Audi TT. And again, it's up to you really on whether you think an Audi TT is for you or not. But if you think you do, I'm 100% sure that you are gonna have an amazing time with it. And on that note, please do subscribe if you're not yet, because I'm still giving away 500 Canadian dollars to 1 lakh subscriber once we hit 1,000 subs. And please do hit the notification bell as well, so you'll be updated on all the uploads that I'm gonna be doing in this channel. And on that note, please stay safe, take care, and make the most out of your day. Peace!